Mo 3,
King Von, and young Dolph all died in the same month, in November. Now, Von died November.
Now, all three of these people happen to have a distribution deal with the same empire, and they all die in November. That's crazy. Let's keep going.
November 6, 2020 here in Atlanta. Mo 3 died November 11th. Young Dolph died November 17th. That is almost exactly 6 days apart from each other on each death. The thing is, Mo 3 died November 11th. So that puts 5 days in between Von and Mo 3, but it does put 6 days in between Mo 3 and young Dolph. So that was almost a 666 right there. Very close. Very close. Because when I saw this and it started going viral that they all died in November, and when you look at the dates, you know, I was just like, wow, because I saw Dolph and Mo 3 death dates first, and I was like, damn, that's 6 days apart. But then Von was only 5 days apart from Mo 3. But it still doesn't change the fact that these three, key number 3, they all died in the month of November. So we get King Von, Young Dolph, Mo 3, XXX, all tied to Empire, and they're all gone in very, suspicious manners.
And mind y'all, right? They all gone. I think I'm pretty sure they all got killed where they live, or where they from. And it's just crazy that also one thing I noticed off rip is that young Dolph died at 36. That's like well, if you got a brain in your head, it just stand out automatically like, damn, this nigga died at 36. And he's mentioning the numbers how 3 people got killed, within the same month, and he's also gonna let you know how this incident happened about 3 months after Dolph or whatever released his project. And mind you, Dolph was on his latest project, Paper Route Illuminati, which why would he name his stuff that? And he was showing the one eye symbol on his cover, and then boom, something ends up happening to him very soon after. So make sure y'all not out there playing with them devil games, because it's crazy, But let's keep going.
In our minds, we all think every last one of them was sacrificed. Now, I know for a fact Von, XXX were definitely sacrificed. I think young Dolph was sacrificed as well. Mo 3, honestly, I don't know. Mo 3's, his may be, the biggest toss-up, rather he was sacrificed or not, because he literally got chased down on the highway, and there's a lot that goes into his death that I'm not really going to get into in this video. But Von, I did a video back, way back when this happened with Von. And I probably could have did another video on him just to really let y'all know that definitely was a sacrifice. Like he didn't.
Okay, so boom, what do we know so far? Three dudes passed away same month. We got XXX Tentacion. He passed away also, as far as the people that had a distribution deal with that label. This is what we know so far. Now we're gonna come up a little bit. We're gonna show y'all how things went. Hold on.
But the thing is, with young Dolph, you have to remember who Dolph was basically connected to family-wise. I think Key Glock was one of his cousins. Also, y'all have to remember that Juice WRLD was young Dolph's cousin as well. You gotta remember.
A lot of y'all might not know that. Might not have known that.
Remember that. If I'm not mistaken, Dolph was born in Chicago. Him and Juice WRLD were cousins.
Alright, y'all. I'm finna sell my soul. I'm gonna hit y'all when I'm through. I'm gonna be rich as hell. Alright?
tripping, bro. I told him, bro, man, he trying to sell his soul, man. Look, Juice selling his soul. It ain't take too long, Illuminati, man.
What'd you say, Coop?
Juice WRLD was sacrificed. Juice WRLD didn't overdose on whatever the hell they said he overdosed on, fentanyl or whatever the case it was. Remember, we just talked about this in the Eyes Wide Shut video. When they tell us that they OD'd, they didn't OD off a drug. They were actually sacrificed.
Now, I don't know if any of y'all watched the movie Eyes Wide Shut, but they literally tell you 9 times out of 10 when this is sacrifice, they're gonna tell you that somebody overdosed on something. Now that's not always, because somebody could get killed in sacrifice, but as far as drugs, they gonna tell you somebody overdosed. It literally says it in the movie. In the movie, which the person who made the movie is no longer here with us. But that's crazy, you know, when you get to know these facts. Let's keep going.
Told y'all in the Eyes Wide Shut movie. That is them telling y'all the truth. It's not just a movie. They're actually telling you what happens. They give it to the fans and the public as an OD. But behind the scenes, that person was really sacrificed. That person is dead. Juice WRLD is not alive. He's dead. So I want y'all to understand that. And you see this. You see this symbolism. Think about it. Why would Dolph choose to do this? On this album that you know, he last released, Paper Route Illuminati. After having a career that he's had, why would he choose to have an album cover like this? An album titled Paper Route Illuminati just a few months before he died. And not even...
You know what's crazy is people really think this stuff is coincidence. You could tell them all this, they were like, oh, just a coincidence. Things happen. Get away from those people, man.
In a few months, guess what? We get a key word. 3. We get 3 again. And if I'm not mistaken, when Dolph got shot, he got shot 3 times. A few years ago, he released this album 3 months before his death date. So think about it. You know, a street rapper, you know, hood guy, whatever you want to call him, from Memphis, connected to all this street shit. Why would he want to promote this? Ask yourself that question. Why would...
Ask yourself that question.
Dolph want to promote this symbolism? Why would he want to bring that energy into his life? Why would he want to try to dance with the devil? Because this is basically what he's doing. He's using this now, rather he knows it or not. Rather, you know, he's had conversations with people who's taught him how to use this demonic energy. You know, who's taught him how to do black magic to gain more success, which just...
All right. So another thing y'all should know now is, boom, a couple more numbers, but you can see his album cover and why more of this stuff may have happened, and you could probably believe more that it may have been a sacrifice, you know. But let's come up a little bit more, some more that you guys need to hear.
So that Dolph was actually shot 3 times back in 2017. Because remember, that's why he was like riding around in a $300 in 2017, and they shot him. Then that same day that Dolph died, within 6 hours in Memphis, all within 6 hours of each other that same day, 3 other people were murdered in Memphis. In 6 hours, 3 people were murdered in the same day. What does that also give us that relates back to Dolph? 3 and the 6. He died at 36 years old.
Think about it. Use your brain, you know? Use your brain, because it's crazy that stuff like this happens. And you know what's so crazy as well? Look at all them diamonds. This man had money. This man was living his heaven on earth. You know, because a lot of y'all believe you only live once. You know? So this was his heaven. Didn't last too long, right? You want to go for eternity heaven. Not 10, 20, 30, 40, 60 years of so-called heaven on earth, which is materialistic things, right? But look at this, man. It's just crazy, you know, that a soul get lost. He had all that money, you know, all that potential. And then once you start seeing the demonic things come about, that's when something bad happens, you know. And, you know, he leaves a family behind, kids behind, all of that stuff. It's just crazy. His life is crazy, you know. Let's keep going.
That's crazy, right? There's no coincidence. That just goes to show you that the occult is very strong in Memphis. It goes to show you that the occult lives in Memphis as well. All right, y'all. Now, here are basically some occult connections to the word Memphis and the city of Memphis in itself. Because when I saw that picture of the pyramid, like the replica of the Pyramid of Giza that's in Memphis, this guy right here, it made me kind of like research a little bit deeper. And then I found that there was actually a Masonic Rite of Memphis, which is basically like a subset of this Egyptian Freemasonry that was created by whoever Alexander Cagliostro. I don't know. He's Italian. That's kind of hard to pronounce. So don't even, pay attention to that. But this article goes on to say that he must not be identified with the mystifier Giuseppe Balsamo. He's Italian as well. I don't know. Palermo, Italy. I don't know how to pronounce that. But basically it says that guy was actually recruited by the Jesuits to personify and throw dirt on the real Alexander who actually created Egyptian Freemasonry. Now, you have to also remember the Black Pope is the supreme general of the Jesuits. He is the leader of the Jesuits and all Freemasons.
Now, a lot of y'all probably don't know about Jesuits and stuff like that and gematria. And, if you don't know, just look it up. You don't need to know everything about it, but just know what it is. But, a lot of this stuff go by the numbers from sports games, stuff you see on the news, TV, whatever. It's ran by numbers. But, that's going down the rabbit hole a little bit. People ain't trying to go down that. Take a strong mind. But, again, you ain't got to know it all. Just know it exists. But one thing I want to show y'all, we ain't going to play the whole video right here, but I went through clips of it as Black Balloon. I want to play y'all this now. Before we get up out of here, I want y'all to listen to this. Because people be too cocky sometimes, and they don't see what's right in front of their face. So watch this clip of Young Dolph, speaking to Nori.
So which means, fuck with our city, love your city.
That shit ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, no, but be careful, because most of the hate, rappers are starting to die in our own city. So which means, fuck with our city, love your city.
That shit ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, no, but be careful, because most of the hate in the world comes from people that's just like you. So just be careful. You look at Jenks, that happened to him. Freaky Tom.
Tell him, Lord.
A lot of guys that it happens in their own city. So I'm not saying love your city, respect it, but also be aware that it's good to be outside. It's good.